Okay, guys, so we're just coming back from Trenton, New Jersey. We just had our live at You Go Natural. And we're literally gonna do Curly Sisterhood, Curly Carpool. So Corey's driving. We're on our way back. We're going back to PA.
Yeah.
She's gonna be hanging out, just talking. She's watching the road.
It's a long trip and it's raining, so safety first.
Yes.
And we don't want to get lost again.
Yes. Again. Yeah. Saturday, rainy Saturday, and we're like, guys, we always have the greatest conversations in the car. Yes. Who doesn't?
So we want to share all the car talking because what we talk about is hair,
makeup,
hair products, haircuts, makeup, and all that fun stuff that girls love to hate.
Yes.
Most of the time.
So what were we talking about earlier that we wanted to share?
Haircuts.
Yes.
We all recently got haircuts.
Yeah. Yes.
And there are a lot of misconceptions about haircuts and for curly girls because our haircuts don't really. There goes the GPS.
Siri coming through.
All right, thank you, Siri. So our haircuts are not the same as for like straight hair.
No,
Just because our curls are different, so they have different needs. So our curls are cut when they're dry, and sometimes, like Nikki and I, Nikki went and got a Diva Cut. I did my own cut because you know me, and we weren't loving our hair like we used to. Like it takes time to get used to it. Did you feel the same way, Corey?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I started after Nikki, and then she did her first Diva Cut, and then I did my first Diva Cut, and I felt like my hair was just straight, like one line. Like my first haircut, I would be honestly, super blunt and say I hated it. Like I really didn't like it. Like I thought that maybe, one, my hair was not in the best condition.
Yeah,
and
you were
two,
still transitioning.
And two, it was just like straight. So that's not how curly hair is supposed to be cut.
So.
No. Yeah. So we were talking about volume.
Yes.
First of all, we were talking about expectations.
Oh yeah.
Expectations with curly cuts, because even if you get a haircut, if your hair, first of all, is not cut the right way, and if you're not using the right products and technique for your hair, it's not really going to give you the results that you are looking for.
Yeah.
Also, if you have
technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you have damaged hair, like with curly hair, the transition is not going to be like an instant thing. It's not instant gratification. It's going to take time. So if you get a haircut, but you still have damaged hair, your hair is not going to be the best.
You get a haircut, and then you have to kind of start brand new basically with your hair routine.
With your
so it's like you have to get used to your haircut first of all. You have to get used to using other products if you were using something and now it doesn't work.
Yep.
So it takes time, and it definitely helps when you have a go-to stylist that you can always trust.
Yes.
And I feel like for me that was Curl Hair and Wellness. Teresa was there. So I feel like you just have to make sure that you know what you're doing when it comes to trusting yourself that you're going to jump into this new journey when you're doing a haircut, because basically it's a journey.
And also go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it might not work the first time, but you can't be disappointed. Like
rough ride, guys.
So that's, I feel like, where everybody, when they start a diet, when they start a new thing, everybody, we're all like that. We want things to be automatic,
instantaneous.
Come up and say,
girls don't work that way.
No, I feel like it's such a commitment that it might not work out, but it doesn't mean it's not ever gonna work out. I'm getting a ticket.
We're about to jump on the turnpike back to PA.
Yes. Well, not a parking ticket. But...
No, we're getting the toll ticket. So yeah, guys, it's just all a process. I think now I'm approaching this was my third Diva Cut that I got this year, 2018. So I think it all takes time, and now is where I'm starting to feel comfortable with how my hair is looking. Yeah. So I think
your curls are back.
Yeah, my curls are definitely starting to feel back. Yeah, this way.
Okay.
So it takes time. The first time that I got a Diva Cut, it wasn't super that's it, magic, it happened. So you have to be really patient with your curls and yourself, and knowing that it takes time.
Yes.
And not only a cut, because there's some people that they don't want to cut their hair. They just want to try it. But we were just saying that sometimes your hair is so damaged that even if you try to use the best product ever,
Yeah.
it's never gonna
give
come
you what
back.
you want.
No. So
no.
it's like when it's fried, like my hair got to a point, you guys have seen some pictures of my before,
Yeah.
where it wouldn't even curl. And
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like, you know, once you have that problem, I think it's better off to just cut
Just
it.
Yeah.
cut it, yeah.
Start cutting it little by little, even if you don't want to do the big chop.
Yeah.
If you're not, you know, you don't want to jump in it like that, then do it little by little. And I feel like that's what I did. And now being a year later, about to be a year later, it's like amazing when I look at my pictures and I see like, wow, it really is working. You just have to like give your curls a little love and they will
Come
work
back.
themselves and come back. Yes, for
Yeah,
sure.
and then the big chop. I think the big thing about, or the good thing about doing a big chop
Yeah.
versus doing like, you know, cuts and steps, which I did like cuts and steps, but I did like big cuts in like, you
Right.
know, over a certain amount of time. But
Mhm.
if you do a big chop, like you are done, like you're committing.
Yeah.
True.
Because I
Yeah.
know all of us, we would start the process
Yeah.
and then we would like go back to straightening the hair because
Yeah.
that was our comfort zone.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think back and I'm like, dang, like if I would have like stuck to it when I first started, my
Yeah,
hair
me
would have,
too.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've seen like some girls that they start the process, they'll get a Diva Cut and they'll go back to straightening their hair,
Yep.
and then they big chop it and they commit to it and it works.
Yeah.
You know, so like don't be afraid to do a big chop, even if you do it, like you're still gonna be able to rock it. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I think it's all a matter of time. Like I know, again, like I said, you know, everybody wants everything automatic,
Yeah.
but time is your friend.
Yeah.
Like just seeing the progress in pictures, it's like kind of rewarding to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
too.
when I see how my curls have been, you know, from the day one I started saying, okay, I'm gonna go natural
Yeah.
till now, you know, and then going back, if you think about it, when we were young, my hair was so curly when
Yeah.
I was young,
Yeah.
and
So,
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know, and this is deep. I think this is a deep topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going in.
Yeah,
guys.
So it's like, it's something that maybe like I'm gonna start saying, and you're gonna feel like, yes, I went through that, because we all did. I mean,
Yeah.
at least I did.
I did
mean,
too, yeah.
I was like young, and I had the biggest hair, and I was in this TV show in DR, Dominican Republic, where they wanted my hair to be curly, and I saw all the other girls had straight hair, and I was like, why can my hair be straight? Like, why does my dad have to do my hair curly con un peine and like trying to like finger coil it so it was perfectly curl, and like why do I have to do that as a girl that was like 9 to 10 years old? Like, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
You know, and then you see everybody and you're like, why can I be that? You know.
yeah.
So from then on, you know, when my mom was like, okay, I can bring you to the hair salon, I loved it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, my hair's straight. It was like I could
You
look
blended in, like you were part of
Yeah.
you were part of something.
Yeah, like I felt like
You
I
fit
could
in.
be,
Yeah.
like I could be what I saw on TV or what I saw that all the women were doing.
Yeah.
So, and you know, right now we don't have a role model that we can say like, let's embrace it. Like I think we have to be, for those girls, we need to be the role models.
Yeah.
We need to show our natural, and so they can start loving it too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that growing up,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's why I didn't like my hair at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
feel the
think
same
we
way.
can definitely change that perspective of people thinking that curly hair is something that's not part of the normal. Like it's not. I think that shouldn't be the way it's looked at. So
Yeah.
I think we all should embrace our natural hair, how it's supposed to be, how it wants to be. Because when I straightened my hair, I used to put so much heat on it, because when I used to go out, it used to try to like curl back. It
Yeah.
was like,
Frizzy, yep.
that's
I
why.
used to have one frizzy spot like right here.
Yeah. Oh my God. The front of my
Que se
hair.
levantaba, it would just like go up. I was like, oh my God.
It's always the front of your
Yep.
hair that takes longer to come back, because I used to put
The
so
most
much
heat,
heat on
yeah.
it. And now that I remember just like learning about taking care of your curls and all that, I used to have my flat iron on like 400
I
Fahrenheit.
know. Yeah.
That's so bad
That's
for your
crazy,
hair.
yeah.
Like you're literally like burning your hair, and you
Yeah.
don't know it until you try to like wet your hair, and then it's basically just like flat. Like
No,
it doesn't
I
do
saw-
anything. There's
I
no
saw this
like.
video of this girl, and I think she was kidding. I hope she was kidding. And she was like doing like a fake tutorial of how to straighten her hair. And
Yeah.
she wet her hair or something, and then she went in with the flat iron, and she was like, oh, the more it sizzles, the better it is for you.
Oh my
And I was like, oh my
God.
gosh! But that was like, I think she was
Yeah, that's
exaggerating. You know, it's like, I
true,
mean,
yeah.
but that's like the culture, the understanding, like, oh, the hotter it is,
Yeah.
you know, the straighter it's gonna be and the longer it's
gonna
gonna
last.
Yeah. Yeah, like I used to, like a lot of people used to call me China because I had like a short black bob in high school and my hair was pinned straight.
Yeah,
like,
that's how I wanted my hair too.
Yeah, this is my natural hair. So for me to get it like pinned straight like that, it had to go through
a lot of heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a Daddy Yankee do that.
Do that challenge.
Do that. Thank you, Daddy Yankee,
Do that.
for our
We're just too
jamming session. Back to your normal programming now. So, guys, it's just like you don't think about it until you start trying to bring back your curls, and you're like, wow, I was putting a lot of heat on my hair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too much.
And like la keratina, like the
Yeah.
keratin
Yeah.
treatment.
Yeah. I never did it, but
I did it.
yeah.
I did it like 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and
a lot.
I mean, my hair, even with the keratina, like my hair would still do,
Curl
like
a little bit.
curl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would
Yeah.
never just be like
Super
you know,
straight.
super
Right, because
straight.
that's your normal pattern. That's what your
Yeah.
hair wants to do. And I think when you try to force something, it never works.
Yeah.
So I think just
And you know
Yeah.
what too, the first time, I think it was the first time that I got the keratin done, I did it, and then I would wear my hair like curly because it would still like do like a curl wave thing.
So we like that. Yeah.
But it was like a loose kind of
Yeah.
like wavy curl situation. And somebody was like, "Oh, I love your curls. How can I get it like that?" And it's like it's that kind of stuff that it's like, okay, well, if I have looser curls, then I'm pretty, but if I have tight, like pinky curls, then it's not acceptable.
Yeah.
And, it's like,
and I want my hair to be tighter.
Yeah.
My curls to be tighter.
But my curls were even looser than yours. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
still more like a wave than really a curl.
Yeah.
But it's the same like perception, and like we're like conditioned to think that
Right.
the looser the hair, even if it's curly, the looser it is, the better it
The
is,
better
the
it
prettier the girl is.
Yeah.
And you know what? We kind of have to bring a point too. Like, we're using products that are good and that are so limited on the, you know, the chemicals that they're using or whatever is like supposed to be good for your hair. And we don't use sulfate products and silicone, things like that protects it.
Yeah.
So like, if you're the kind of person that you feel like you can switch it up, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, try to limit the
heat that you put on your
maybe
hair.
don't use a flat iron, maybe just blow dry it
Yeah.
and just get it a little bit wavy, and then go back to your curly thing, but just keep using those good products, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day your hair is gonna go back, you
Yeah.
know, to your natural state.
Yeah.
So, you know, because we don't want to, we don't want to say just keep it natural for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
No, like, it's a balance. Just
Yeah.
find the balance. And like Giolka did, like, she just went through a process with the hair color that you were explaining, and now you're using all these extra treatments to
Oh my
bring
gosh.
it back.
I'm going in with the oils.
Yeah.
I'm deep conditioning even more.
Yeah.
And you know what too? I'm
You have
doing
to take care
that.
of your hair.
Yeah, like before, I used to protect my hair to sleep, but really only when I had a wash and go.
Oh,
Like as the days went on and I put my hair in a bun, like I was like, whatever.
I do
I'll
the
just-
same.
But now I'm protecting my hair all the time, whether
Yeah.
my hair's in a bun, in a braid, whatever the case is,
Yeah.
because you are still going to get breakage if you don't protect it, no matter
Yeah.
how you're
Yeah.
sleeping in your hair.
Yeah.
So
That's
like I
true.
feel like the color has made me even more cautious
Yeah.
because I don't want to ruin my curls.
And it just, again, I think you bring up another point. It's like, there's a lot of little things that you have to do
Yeah.
to just make sure that you can extend your wash and go, and you can have better results that last longer.
Yeah,
I think-
because people are like some, I forgot who it was. They were like, oh, how, like, did you do your hair today? And I was like, no,
Right.
like, this is like day
No.
3, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, what? How do you make your hair last? Like,
Yeah.
I wet my hair every day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, like, you gotta stop that because you're
Yeah.
gonna like. I mean,
That's not
some people do that and it works for them.
Yeah.
But I would say don't do that because you're
Right.
gonna dry your hair. You're gonna dry your
Yeah.
scalp out.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was just saying that the other day. Honestly, you know, I have a baby, so it's hard for me to spend over an hour at, you know, in the bathroom or whatever, trying to do my hair
Yeah.
Yeah.
or my wash and go. It takes a long time because, like, you know, we
It's
try
a
to explain.
process.
It is, and then Nikki and I were sisters, but
Yeah.
my hair takes way more time than hers to dry, and that's just because, you know, my hair has been treated with color and
Yeah.
all that, and I have tons of hair, like tons of hair.
She has a lot of hair.
And my hair just like drinks water. So as
Yeah.
I'm adding water, I need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and you would think that's the opposite to dry it and diffuse it. But if you want to diffuse it and kind of get that 90% to 100% dried, then I need to diffuse for at least almost an hour. If you know, and then another thing too is when we diffuse, we want to try to keep the heat low, so that way you don't damage
that's
your
another
hair.
thing,
So that it takes even longer.
Yeah.
So that's another. So for me, sometimes it takes even 2 weeks. Like maybe the last week my hairs are not like they're not perfect.
Yeah.
But I try to look for styles. Maybe like wrap a little bit in the front, keep the hair in the back like half and half. Is also you say, like,
half up to. Half up to.
And then I do braids or I do a bun, and I just keep it going. So it's not like I'm gonna wear my hair straight. I mean curly all the time. I'm just I can do styles too and braids and things like that. There's a lot of
things you can do with curly hair, and I think that's another thing that we kind of like want to show more of. That you can do braids, you can do more of the protective style, and Gioca's one of the good ones that she does like everything. She tries everything.
Yep, I'm all about trying stuff.
Yeah, so we definitely have to look into that even more because we just want to be very versatile with like what we do and showcase what we can do.
We're not saying that, we were saying earlier, it's not bad to straighten your hair.
Right.
Because the beauty of having curly hair is that you can do so much with it.
Right.
You can have it curly one day, straight another day, then you can braid it one day, you can add extensions, you can wear a wig, you can do whatever you want with your curly hair. The point is to protect what you naturally have.
Exactly.
So that you have the flexibility of wearing your hair however you choose to wear. So straightening your hair every once in a while is really not the end of the world.
Right.
You're not going to damage your hair because you straighten it like once or twice a year. We're not going to get too crazy. But again, it's about having a balance.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of the bloggers out there too that show other styles, I think that's really cool that people are trying wigs, people are trying extensions. Like that's another way of like spicing it up a little bit. So there's just so much. There's so much you can do, and we're just excited to keep trying things. This journey is non-stop. It's a journey every day basically, and so you just have to you basically learn something new every day, and just love yourself. That's basically what it's all about. Like love yourself, love your hair, love your natural beauty basically. Just embrace what you have and rock it. So why not rock your curls, rock whatever you want. So
free the fro.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the things that we want to do more of. Like just show that, natural is beautiful. So just rock it.
I want to show like I remember when I was a kid, like growing up, like when you turn 15, like you become a woman. As you rite of passage. Like le deslizan el cabello a la niña, like you get a relaxer. And like I remember I was dying. GPS break. I was dying to get a relaxer because I had like such curly.
You were expecting that.
I had a lot of hair. It was so curly, so I wanted a relaxer.
Right.
And I was like bugging my mom so much, and she wouldn't do it for me. She was like, because she understood that I had nice hair. She just like nice curls. She just didn't really know. She just never really taught me how to wear my curls and how to, It was just always like in a colita or a braid or whatever. So when I turned 14, she did a relaxer for me the first time.
Oh wow!
And I felt so beautiful, like you know what I mean? Because that's the culture, and that's like Corey said, like you want to fit in, you want to wear the straight hair, and you want to feel pretty and beautiful, and that's how I saw like my mother, my aunts, my older sister. I saw them all with the straight hair, so obviously I wanted
to do that too.
But you know what? You just brought up something that is a great point and a great answer to a lot of people, which is. My mother didn't know how to, do my hair, take care of my hair. And that's a lot of the, technically that's the answer to everybody.
Yeah, that's how you grow up.
Because I feel like, my mom has different hair than mine. I think her hair was curly at one point, but she straightened it so much that now it doesn't curl.
It's gone.
It's totally gone. So, but that's true. Like, maybe back then they didn't know how to take care of it. Then maybe my hair was frizzier than normal, or like it looked bigger than normal, and then I kind of stood out, and I felt like I didn't want that attention. So that's why I was like, no, my hair is just needs to, we need to do something to be straight or to be a certain look. Just because my parents didn't know how to take care of it.
Well, and I think like there's a lot of problems with like our society, and like, we're all Dominicans, so a lot of problems in our community, we can speak freely of that.
Right.
And I feel like, so because somebody was like, oh, like what's the problem with the curls? Like curls are beautiful and this and that. And it's like, yeah, they are beautiful, but and somebody doesn't have to tell you they're not beautiful to like with words for you to feel like a certain way about it. Like by me seeing everyone else around me straightening their hair, to me it's like, well, I know they all have curly hair underneath all the heat.
Exactly.
Why won't they wear it? Like that's so subliminally.
The society
subliminally, that told me, well, my curly hair's not pretty, it's not acceptable. Like there's still a lot of girls like that are like, well, my hair's not professional, I'm not gonna wear it to work. And it's like, well, why not? You know what I mean? And but again, it goes back to the way we were all brought up. A lot of us were brought up that like this is not the norm. Like walking in with a big head of hair, it's not quite the norm. You know what I mean? So, you know, I want my daughter, my child, to know that this is normal and that her big curly hair is acceptable, is beautiful, it's professional, and that she can feel free with it and do whatever she wants with it.
But because you're educated, because you have taken the research to know how to treat your daughter's hair. So, you know, that's the part that we need to kind of like, that we wish that at one point people, you know, could start learning about it. Like, it's not that don't straighten your hair. Like, we're not telling you not to straighten your hair, but just learn how to take your hair naturally, and then, you know, keep a balance in between the two. And, you know, it's so beautiful to love yourself naturally.
And I feel like it's okay. Like some girls just don't like curly hair. And that's fine. And they want to straighten, and that's fine. But I feel like it needs to be a choice. Like I need to be able to like choose. Like, okay, well, I've been wearing my hair curly all my life. I know how to take care of it. I know how to wear it. But now I want to switch it up and be straight. I don't think there's a problem with that. It doesn't mean that you hate yourself if you want to switch it up. But I feel like I still want to have the option of choosing how I want to be viewed and how I want to wear my hair. Exactly.
And I think another thing for me too is like society again tells you for like special occasions, like when you're growing up or when you know you're expecting to go somewhere special, it's like you want to have your hair straight because you feel like that's what people think that's beautiful. That's how you look beautiful. And I think that's a misconception that we try to kind of like tell people that natural is beautiful, and just because you're going to a wedding or a birthday party or something, you know, a graduation, doesn't mean that you can't wear your hair natural, because it should be viewed as anything else. Like it shouldn't be like you have to change yourself to go somewhere. So I think that's another thing that like I wish I kind of like, I think it takes confidence too in yourself. And in growing up, I think that's something that I kind of like learned, and I basically just decided that, you know, watching people, bloggers or whatever, that, you know, I was like, hey, if I'm like using the curling iron or whatever, I can do this on my own, like naturally. I don't have to force my hair to do something that it doesn't want to do. So why not use my hair and use my curls, embrace my curls, and when I'm going out? And then I was like, I can do this. So then watching people doing it and learning more about it, I think it just takes time, but you know, you have to embrace yourself, embrace your beauty, and be confident in yourself too. I think that was where the switch just like came in for me. It like came on for me. So I think that's something too, that it takes time. Like not everyone's gonna be on the same journey together. It takes time for you to like realize that little aha moment, like okay, now I'm ready to do this. I love myself enough that I can jump in and like try to do this. So I think just, you know, be confident in yourself and like love yourself for who you are and your beauty, and embrace it. I think that's what it's all about. Because you can be inspiring somebody, like you might not even know it. Like your daughter's watching your steps, and other people who like wherever I'm going, some people love the curly hair. They're like, oh my god, I wish I had curly hair just like you. And I'm like, you know what? I wanted it to be something else. So it's like you always have that like little thing, like you want to be something that you're not. And why not embrace what you already have? So just love yourself basically.
Love this curly talk. This curly talk is deep.
It's very deep. Letting it all out.
I mean, it's good to show what we truly like, how we feel, and this
Right.
is us. This is just Curly Sisterhood. Like,
Yeah.
we literally talk like this every time we
Yep.
meet.
Yeah.
And
Over,
every
you
day
know.
we're texting
Yeah.
all day, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, look at this.
So if you wanted to know how we are and how we do this, it's just passion, girls.
Yeah.
It's
Just-
passion.
We just like it. Like we
Yeah.
we learn to love our hair and how
Yeah.
to take care of it. And honestly, going through my journey, like I do my little videos, but even before I did my videos, I started doing the videos because people were asking me so many questions.
Yeah.
And somebody, Corey, was like, oh, you should do a video. And I was like, okay, let me try this video. And it's so much fun, and I really
Yeah.
like it. And like people liked it, and people like ask me questions. I'm sure you guys get a lot of questions too.
Yeah.
And, like that's the kind of thing that even like excited me more. Like everywhere I go, people ask me about my hair. Like,
Yeah.
like how do you do this? What do you do to get this? And you know, it's like, do you have 14 hours so I can tell you how to get it here?
It's a process.
It's a process. Yeah, it takes time, and it's really an act of love
Yes.
Yeah.
to go from like super damage. I had color damage. I had like the
damage.
keratin damage.
Yeah.
I had heat damage. I had every kind of damage you could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
you
damages.
name the
All the
damage,
above.
And you
Yeah.
had it.
and I had it. But yeah, it takes time
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
dedication. But
Yes.
like, we love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we totally do. And we hope that you guys enjoy the
Curly
carpool, curly
Carpool
talk,
talk.
whatever
Curly
you want to
carpool.
call it.
Yeah, curly carpool.
Curly carpool.
Yeah.
We're very excited, and thank you all for watching.
If you want to see any more curly carpool talks, hit us up on social
topics.
media. Yep,
Yes.
with your topics at Curly Sisterhood on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll be more than happy to make that happen.
All right, guys. Until
Bye.
next time.
See ya.